Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to jump into this Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud that has just heated up uh really quickly, with lots of allegations flying both ways. So I don't know too much about either of them. But I watched a quick video, it came across my feed, and then not even 7 minutes later, uh, Kendrick dropped his new diss track, which is Not Like Us, and I'm like, okay. And then I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, we have allegations flying. And I watched a little bit of what what Drake has said about Kendrick and what Kendrick has said about Drake and their diss tracks, and I wanted to just do a reading one, see what I pick up, kind of see maybe the origins of this feud, and then kind of go into maybe some of the specific allegations that have kind of been thrown around through these diss tracks. So without further ado, uh, let's get into the reading, see what we can see, and go from there. So, just a quick reminder, all information I'm sharing is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. This is kind of my opinion, not fact. Everything is all alleged allegations, just as the allegations are in the song lyrics that people are taking to mean about certain individuals. So, once again, just the reason why I'm doing this is, one, to help the audience or people at large who are listening to this understand, or have just a different context or a different viewpoint to help form their own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions. Excuse me. So, you can use this information that I'm sharing through tarot to help form your own if you would like. If you don't, you don't have to. So, without further ado, the first really big thing I want to jump into is, what's the origin of this feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake? I did not, in the slight little research that I did not see what the actual origin was. All I know is that it's been going on for quite a while between the two of them, and that they have had collaborations in the past, but it's soured. But I'm not sure why. So let's just see what we can get here. So let's look at Kendrick. So he's showing up as the Page of Swords. We have Drake, Two of Cups reversed. Okay, and in between them, a King of Cups reversed. What? Okay. Remember, all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So, when I see... So let's just go to Kendrick first. Kendrick is showing up as the Page of Swords. He's got a sharp tongue on him, knows what he wants, speaks his truth, and is just kind of putting himself out there. I've listened to his songs, or his beats, his free flows, and he's talented as all hell, with just how he just creates, and his diction as well, and it's beautiful. So seeing him show up here with a Page of Swords also makes me think, it's I'm gonna tell you how it is, and it might hurt your your feelings. I'm sorry. Because over here with Drake showing up as the Two of Cups reverse is we're falling out of love. So I don't know if he was in a bad relationship at the point in time, or if there were feelings, and then someone's I gotta hurt, there were feelings, and now we don't have, it's not heartbreak, because that would be the Three of Cups. Not Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, right? But it's we're falling out of love or a relationship here. And then with the King of Cups in between the two of them, I don't know if there's a person that came in between the two of them and was kind of playing both sides, or in someone's ear, because this does feel a little bit like manipulation here as well, where it's like there's one person here and between the two of them, and it's like, yeah, oh, and then he's like talking to Drake, and it's like he says something that Lamar allegedly said, and then it hurts Drake's feelings because Drake feels like a pretty emotional individual. He takes things to heart or at least during the origins of this feud, he takes things pretty personally, as personal attacks, and in the industry, you need to learn to like let that shit roll off your back, because it does feel like something was taken extremely, like someone got butthurt because someone said something, but in reality, it was twisted. It feels like, so it's like something that Lamar said got twisted, which made Drake not happy. And like, I was like, okay, I just don't like, okay, this isn't gonna work anymore. It's like in my head, I'm seeing like, oh, did you hear what Lamar said about you? And it's like, wait, Lamar said something about me? It's like, yeah, he was calling you like a dirty liar, or he was alleging that you did this, or something along those lines. It's like what he ended up, like what Lamar said versus what was told to Drake was completely different. So it was like a miscommunication, a misunderstanding, because there's a middle person here that was like, yeah, let's play this up. Let's see what we can create here. Okay, anything else? Yeah, because there's Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and a Five of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, it's like someone was getting something set out of an emotional place. It got, with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I'm just gonna put one more here. Yeah. I don't know if Lamar said something about Kendrick. No, goodness gracious. I don't know if Lamar said something about Drake's career and said something about how he makes his money, or just called him like a poser or something along those lines. Because like Lamar over here is like, I'm mixing shit up. I'm putting my stuff in. He speaks very, very well. Creative. Super uber talented. He's able to make something out of like just a little bit that you give him, and he's able to just create up like a masterpiece here. With Drake, it's like okay, he got butthurt. Something around his career that is just like, it's like we struck a nerve that's a little too close. That I feel in this case was like, almost feels like it was a wound too close, because like I have this preconceived notion about myself, and now with this preconceived notion about myself, you said it, and now my fees are hurt. And it's like about his long-term career, and it's like I'm trying to prove myself to do better, and still in between the two of them, it's like Drake looked up to Kendrick Lamar in this scenario, and it's like looking for approval, because he sees this uber talented person, but then he's like, it's like something Lamar said got twisted, told to Drake, and now Drake hates him because it's like someone that he saw as like a worthy adversary, or someone who like I could work with, or like a friend, or someone like that. It got twisted, and now it's like, I hate you, so I'm gonna come after you because like you said something about my career that just struck a nerve too close to home, and maybe some self-doubt that he's held about himself. And it's like hearing it from yourself is one thing, but hearing it from an outside source can be extremely painful. So yeah, so that's what I'm feeling here as like the origin to their feud. Okay. I don't know if I hit on anything there. Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I don't follow them. I haven't followed this beef. I am just slowly starting to get into rap, R&B, hip hop, and kind of like the stuff, like the storylines behind it. I know I'm way behind, but what can I say? I grew up on country, not rap, so so I'm a little behind the game. Okay, so the next question, I had to go through and I had to write all this stuff down. All right, so we have a couple things that are flying across the aisles, I'm gonna call it. So we have Kendrick's being. So let's look into Kendrick Lamar. So he's had a couple allegations that Drake has said. Remember, these are all allegations. And the first one is that I want to look into is Kendrick like living like a double life sort of situation type deal? Okay, so let's like a look at the first one, at this first thing, and then after that we can look into Kendrick's, him and his fiance, who he's had since 2015, and people are like, oh, like, well, let's look at that dynamic because there was some allegations there as well. All right, so okay, let's take a look here at, is Kendrick living a double life? A double life here. Okay. Is Kendrick living a double life? At the center of it, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Is Kendrick living a double life? It's too much work. It's too much effort. What? And we have the Chariot as direct influences. It's stale. It's stagnant. Things aren't moving forward as they should. Financial worry. Financial influences. Actually, that's not financial. So the hopes here is I've let this go. Like, why aren't you letting this go? Like, we haven't let things go. The fears, the Knight of Wands, the party rock star, hey, you. Hey, you. It's the fear. Okay, unseen obstacles, the World reversed. Challenges, the Magician reversed. What's going? The Page of Cups. In the past. In the future. Okay, so for Mr. Lamar, Kendrick Lamar, is he leading a double life? At this time, no. At this time, no. In the past, was he? Yes. Do I believe he's doing it now? No. Reason being, okay, so we have in the center, it's like, this is too much time, too much effort. It's like he's putting it's like this might have been something he's done in the past. Like, I put my time, money, and effort to grow that, whatever that other life was. Do I think he's doing it now? No. Reason being, we have the Chariot here. It's like, I can't move, I can't do, it's like, this is like stagnant in the water. Like, what I used to go and do, I am unable to now, because the hope here, because the hopes here is like, I've let this go, or I've let it go, but I haven't let it go completely. It's like, it's dormant, is the way I would put it. It's dormant. Not like it's not like, oh, I'm gonna lock the door and throw away the key. It's like, no, I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna put the key in my belt or in my pocket square area. So it's like, I have it on me. I can do it whenever I want, but that's not what my priority is now. Question mark? Yeah. And then over here with the fear is that, but like, he used to, and there's evidence out there. It's like, I'm going to be seen as this party hard, rock and roll. I'm going out and doing this, that, and the other thing every other weekend. Like, And is there evidence of Kendrick going out and leading this double life? Yes. There's videos, there's pictures, there's stuff out there. If the paparazzi really wanted to, I don't think it would be that hard to find it, to get those pictures and post them and get them like monetized out. Because there is evidence, it feels like. Because this is like, it's the Knight of Wands. He's the rock and roll. Like, it reminds me of the 80s hair bands. So like I said, there's some partying, there's some usage, there's whatever the nightlife can get you, that's what this guy can get. And that's kind of the fear here, is that it has happened in the past. Not happening now, though. Unseen obstacles is that he had like, the cycle was cut off for him. The cycle was cut off for him by some, I feel like a female here, actually, because that's what I got drawn to initially. It's like, the cycle was ended for me, even though I would have continued it in some way, shape, or form. Because it feels like it's ended for him, but he will go back whenever he feels like it. But it's like someone else is controlling the reins right now, a little bit. Allegedly. Conspiracy, whatever. Okay, so have that. Also here we have what the challenge is. It's the Magician reversed. So I see this as my used car salesman to the absolute max. So when it comes to living this double life, I do believe that he was able to get away with it for quite a long time. He was able to say one thing, and kind of be like schmooze his way to keep doing these things. So like an example is like, oh, I'm taking the plane to go to New York this weekend to hang, because I have to do like a producer. I have to go do meet up with the producer to write some new albums or meet up with some new talent and this, that, and the other thing is like, okay, so we went out, he took the plane to New York and he met up with his producer, but he didn't go and meet with new talent. He might have gone and met with some of his buddies and they went out on the town sort of vibe here. And that's kind of like, there is evidence of him not doing what he said he has done. However, he has been able to convince others around him that this is what he was doing. So what's going for him is the Page of Cups here. And this double life, he was able to create, I think, a little bit of a persona for himself. Yeah, in this alleged double life that I think he led up beforehand, before he had to stop. There is a Page of Cups here, and it feels like that's what this was. Was it the catalyst? No. Was it the? Where do you fit here, my dear? That's the thing that's going for him. When it comes to this. Oh, when it comes to this double life, it does feel that he did have a side person, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever, that he was with that made him feel powerful, and it's typically younger, with it being a page or feminine in feminine. But it does feel like this is someone that he was with. He was leading a little bit of a double life. And like that's what was going for him in this. Like this was a life that he was hanging out with someone maybe a little bit younger. But not I'm not saying how young. I'm not picking that up, but it's like there was someone here that made him feel young at heart in this other side of him. Brought out his more naive side as well. Playful, we get to do dumb things because we get to do dumb things type of vibe. Okay. And then also here in the past with the Five of Wands, reversed. Like I said, this was a fight. Like I said, this happened in the past. I think this was a fight for him to stop it. but the fighting did end, or the chaos around it did end. And looking here into the future with the Three of Pentacles, when it comes to this double life, it's like I had to end it. The deals went bad. I wasn't liking where it was going. I was getting myself into things that I didn't like, or bad deals of this, that, and the other thing. People, I think, try to take advantage of him, so he's like, okay, I'm getting out of it. And it feels like he cleaned up his life here, and then he also cleaned up his image, like I said. But there's stuff out there, but it's like he's changed. He's not that same old person that he was. It's like, so it feels like Drake was running off of old information, not current information, if you get what I'm putting down. Okay. Next thing I want to look at. Okay. We'll look at Kendrick and his fiance, and then we'll go into Drake. Okay, so Kendrick and his fiance, there were allegations that that's not the perfect relationship that apparently, allegedly, has been promoted to the public. I think this, oh boy, I might get this wrong. Don't flame me in the comments. I forgot to write it down. Remind me. Is Kendrick and his fiance, they're high school sweethearts, right? And they aren't married, but they are together. But they've been together for years at this point. So, okay. I'm going to shuffle up one more time, and then let's take a look at Kendrick, his fiance, the energy in between, and then we'll see if we can pull out some other cards here. All right, so we have Kendrick, Five of Cups. We have his fiance, the Ace of Swords, and then we'll look at the energy in between the two of them. I'm going to pull more cards. Because so initially what I'm just seeing here with the Five of Cups is Kendrick. It's like I'm mourning something that I've lost. It's like, it's because we see the person here looking at the grave, two graves, and they're next to each other. So it's like I'm mourning something that I've lost. Like I'm mourning. So, and let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. But like it feels like we have a situation here where Kendrick is like, I'm mourning my loss. I'm mourning this relationship. Question mark, because it's like, it's not like what I thought it was. It's not what it was supposed to be. It's like things had to change up. Okay, let's just get some additional information here. So Kendrick is like rebounds, uses people to overcome pain and heartbreak. And then we'll look at this, his fiance now. Moving forward, uses the past as a way to heal and prevents past traumas from intervening in a connection or feelings. So, y'all, just remind me. Like I said, I tried to do some research. I tried to do some to get at least like a general consensus of what's going on. I just completely forgot to write this stuff down, or this part of it down. So when I'm in here, it's like, so seeing Kendrick show up here as the Five of Cups and with the rebounds card, it makes me feel like, okay, so is who he with originally who he wants to be with? All alleged for entertainment purposes only. Because with the Five of Cups, it's like, I'm mourning something that I've lost. With the rebound, it's like, so the relationship that he's in now, it feels like it's a rebound relationship, or that's what he feels like he's in right now. Because like the person that he's with isn't who he wants to be with. That's what I can say. That's what I'm seeing. And then with his fiance over here, we have moving forward and the Ace of Swords reverse. So Ace of Swords reverse is cutting, biting words. However, what I'm feeling can be another interpretation of it is I'm holding stuff back. It's like what I see isn't what I'm saying. I'm feeling like honeyed words. But it's like what I truly think is not what I'm saying. And then with the moving forward, it's like I'm letting bygones be bygones. So it's like I've had like he's in like he's like this is a rebound relationship. He's not being able to get over someone. She's like I see it, but it's like we need to move forward. Like encouraging to move forward, doing this, that, and the other thing. It's like, I'm here for you in this situation. It's like she knows she's a rebound, ? But it's like, we need to get past this. I don't want to, like, we don't need to, yeah, it's like, we don't need to continue this, whatever this is. We can continue our relationship, whatever this may be. And it's like, she's like on the road of like, I'm just moving forward with things. I'm going to ignore some stuff. And just be like, I know where I stand, because like, it feels like she definitely knows where she stands. She doesn't say everything, though, right away. Okay, and then between the two of them, the energy in between. So we have the Page of Wands, so it makes me feel like they have some pretty good chemistry when it comes to bedroom activities. However, also here with the High Maintenance card, they are together, one. They have some pretty good intimacy in the bedroom. However, I think they also... There's some money aspects, like being with Kendrick Lamar means you have some moolah, you have some money, you get to do the things. You don't have to worry about this, that, and the other thing. Like, how am I going to pay for things? The travel, the clothes, the food. You don't have to worry about that too much here. I also think it is a very nice lifestyle that Kendrick has provided in this situation. Okay. Am I seeing the allegations of there being, like, people being physical in some violent ways towards each other? No. It feels like Kendrick in this scenario is very much like, he's very much into himself, and not in the selfish way, but he's into himself in the, like, he's very much in his own head. Because, yeah, with the Six of Wands reverse, it's like, yeah, I'm in my own head. He doesn't like to parade this around too much. She's getting the lifestyle that she really, really wants. Yeah, they just don't promote this too much, because I think if they would, there would be a lot of more scrutiny put upon their relationship. But I don't feel that this is like a physically... There's people who are being violent towards each other physically, mentally. At least physically, this doesn't feel like it. Mentally, I think Kendrick's in his own head when it comes to relationships. His fiancée is in her own head, but it doesn't say what she sees. She's like, okay, I'm just going to ignore this and keep continuing with whatever lifestyle that they have. They're like, as long as we just don't promote it, we'll be fine. We have our own little thing going over here. Yeah, they just have their own little thing going over here, and they just keep things very much on the down low, because I don't think they want scrutiny too much going into their relationship. So, yeah. Okay. So, that allegation I'm not seeing, but maybe if you watch other tarot readers, maybe they can pick up something a little bit more. But that's not... I'm just feeling that it's more Kendrick's in his own head, and so he might be a little bit avoidant on certain things. Not the physically violent type, at least from my readings. Okay. Now we're going to go into Drake. Let me grab my notes, because I made notes, like I said before, and I wrote stuff down. Not everything. I apologize. Okay. But I have to keep things straight somehow. All right. So the first thing we got is I want to look at Drake, and does he have a secret daughter? Yeah. So in 2018, he did have a secret son that was revealed to the world, and now in what is it? Oh, I can't remember which one it was. But in one of the newest diss tracks, he's I think it's Family Matters. I think it's Family Matters. Lamar claimed that Drake has a daughter, a secret daughter that has not been shown to the world. So I wanted to see, is that true or not? Is that allegation true or not? So let's take a look, see, shall we? Okay. So, Mr. Drake, do you have a secret daughter that you are hiding that they claim is like 11 years old? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, we'll give her one more good old shuffle here. And then, and in my head, I'm just hearing, shut up, shut up, shut up. And I'm like, okay, no, we do not just shut up, shut up, shut up. All right. So, so let's take a look here. Does Drake have a secret daughter? King of Pentacles reversed. And what I'm getting drawn to here is, so this King of Pentacles is essentially in a vault, and he has one of the goodies in his hand. Seeing it reversed makes me feel like, okay, I have all the goodies, I have all the things, but I have them all at the palm of my hand. It's the greedy, selfish card as well. Six of Swords. Financial influences. Oh, hopes and fears. Seven of Wands has the unseen obstacles, the challenges, what's going for him in the past, in the future. Oh, I think Kendrick, alleged, in my opinion, no facts here. In my opinion, Drake has not just a daughter, secret daughter. He has multiple hidden children, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Why I say that? So we have Mr. Drake here as King of Pentacles reversed. Greedy, selfish man, card, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. However, what I was getting drawn to was like, okay, I have the vault here. The vault has been opened. I am now, here's the thing. Here's like the vial, here's the allegation, here's the thing in my hand. We already know that there's been a secret son revealed back in 2018. It's like, okay, so you found one of mine. Okay, now I have. Okay, so now we're having claims of another. But it's like, okay, so that's just a claim. But in reality, it's not like I have one daughter. It's like I have 20 daughters. Like, what are you talking about? All alleged for entertainment purposes only. So, do I feel that, like, this is just one allegation of many? In my opinion, Drake has many children, like, everywhere. He's got lots of kids. Because he's done the deed with quite a few people. All alleged in my entertainment purposes only. No facts here. So, with the Six of Wands being here, it's like, we're not, come hell or high water, he does not want us to know it. It's not something he's proud of. It's not something that he wants to televise or announce to the world. However, I think there's potential. There's a pretty big potential of people coming forward for this, or coming forward, because with the Ten of Swords here, as the financial influences around this, it's like he's got a lot of back child support to pay if like everyone would come forward, because he knows how many kids he's probably fathered. He knows how many could step forward. He knows how many have a pretty legitimate claim. He also knows that there's a lot of money that he kind of owes to these people, to these women, for being a baby daddy, but not paying his fair share of money. All alleged for my entertainment purposes only, especially here with the Empress, which is the mom card reversed in the hopes and fears. So he's pretty fearful of these moms who are on a vengeance or on a warpath, I think. Like I said, in my opinion, he's got multiple children everywhere. There's a lot of moms out there that want their just due. They want their child support. They want their money. And they kind of have a little bit of vengeance. So I don't think Lamar was very far off on this. With the Seven of Wands here as the unseen obstacle, it's like he's going to be unable to defend himself from this claim because he's like, okay, because if I remember correctly, he had an Instagram post that he's like, oh, can someone go find my alleged like hidden daughter and let me know all about it? And I'm like, bro, don't do that. That's a bad idea, because it's like, they're not just gonna find one, they're gonna find like 5. Alleged entertainment purposes. Oh my. Because there's a lot, like I said, I think he has a lot of illegitimate children out there. And once the moms are able to say, hey, this is my kid, you're the father, he has a lot of money that could be owed to them in back child support. With the Knight of Pentacles here as a challenge to this whole thing. Man has been around. He's like I said, if you think he just has like 1 kid or 2 kids, and one's 11 and one's 5 or one's 15, it's like I said, he's been doing this for a pretty long time. I do think he has his tracks covered when it comes to it. However, they're getting older. There's people who are coming out. There's uncanny resemblances. Like, when I say uncanny resemblances, remember, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So when I say when there's multiple kids, these kids look like him. All alleged. Entertainment purposes only. So it's like, how I would say it is like, the man's got strong genes, and his genes pop out when it comes to these children. And as they're growing up, it's like you could probably get pictures of young Drake and put them next to these children, and you're going to be like, that child came from that man's loins. Because there would be like no doubt. Because the man's got strong genes. All alleged entertainment purposes only. Okay. What's going for this situation? The Seven of Pentacles. Things have been kind of brought out. However, like I said, there's no doubts anymore. It's like, there's no claims, oh, it could have been this person. Oh, it could have been that person. Oh, it could have been this person. It's pretty... He's pretty damned he's pretty damned, it feels like, in this situation, when it comes to kids, because with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, I can't deny it. There wasn't enough hush money or enough, like, money to kind of throw people's way to, I think, just settle and just leave him be. To be 100% honest, all alleged entertainment purposes only. So it's like, he couldn't water all of them. He couldn't hush them all up. He couldn't pay them all off. There's that many, in my opinion. With the Star here in the past, this is something that, like, he is the Star. This is how he gained a lot of his fame, his recognition. And that's what people wanted. People wanted the Star. They wanted the kids with the big star. We can get the big money, right? And this is something that's going to be seen. So in the past, is what, like, we did hear that one case. There's more, I think, potentially coming up behind him. And then in the future, we have the Three of Swords reversed, which is... So in this image, we have the blood being put into the person, or syringes being put into the person. Seeing that reversed, The man's got a lot of paternity tests, I think, that he's gonna have to take. Because the man's got a lot of paternity tests that he's gonna try and get himself out of, but I think there's a lot of people stepping forward, being like, this is my kid. Like, this is his kid. I want my money. And even if it's been happening in the past, I feel like there's more coming forward, and it's like, where did you all come from? Is kind of the vibe that I'm feeling here for Mr. Drake. So that allegation feels pretty on point. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Let me get my notes. Okay, the next one I want to look at is, did this man, there's allegations of, okay, is he on the Ozempics? And there was an allegation of apparently a BBL. So I want to know, like, did that happen? I don't know. We're just gonna go down weird rabbit holes of allegations today. So, okay. So, did Mr. Drake go get a BBL and or start on the Ozempic? In taking the cheat codes, and taking the cheat code way out instead of the hard work or lifting the irons or the weights. So, let's just take a look here. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he is or isn't, or if he is, just because looking at Hollywood right now, the Ozempic or the Zempic craze is the new fad thing. It's like, you can get skinny while without the work. Okay. Alright. So, let's just take a look at, did Drake get on the Ozempic? Knight of Pentacles, inconsistencies, the Queen of Pentacles, more inconsistencies, and the High Priestess. In my opinion, I wanted to be lazy. I didn't want to put in the work or the effort to do something. I just wanted instant results. I wasn't, and I'm now balancing the two sides of it so I can get what I want in the end. So do I think did he get the Ozempics? Yeah. Okay, did he go get the Brazilian butt lift, or BBL? Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles. With this, I believe it would be true. Ace of Swords, speaking my truth, but this Queen of Wands, I want to look I want to look hot and sexy, and I want to go out and strut my stuff. Wasn't without contemplation though, and I think there was some decision making, because with the Five of Pentacles here, it's like there was a lot of contemplation. It's almost like I'm feeling too old, so I need to go get rejuvenated in some way, shape, or form here. Yeah, and I'm trying different ways to do it with the Five of Wands. It's like I'm struggling internally with how I am showing up. So it's like I want to go and I want to change who or how I look so I can keep up with trends or how I'm looking or seeing, and so I can still be youthful. I was hoping that card wasn't going to show up. Because it's like I want to go and be. What else we got here? Remember, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. All alleged. No truth, no facts. My opinions. Don't sue me. Okay. So, once again, there's been also some other cosmetic changes, it feels like, that Drake has allegedly gone in and gotten. Whether that is to be more youthful, or to show, or to be more youthful, younger looking. I don't know if you've seen some of like the celebrities. Let's just take Oprah. Oprah, for example. Oprah has lost a significant amount of weight from when she was like in her heydays during the Oprah Winfrey show. She's like she looks like she is de-aged. Like she looks very young. How does one look so young? Genuine question. How does one look so young the older that they get? Question mark? I mean, we know Cher. Cher's had a lot of plastic surgery. I don't know if Oprah's had plastic surgery. But sometimes you gotta pay the price to get youth. Whether you're paying that in monetary skills, or like facelifts, or if you're making, or if you're like, oh, I'm going to go get the eternal fountain of youth from people around me. He has gone and he's done some procedures or in some way, shape, or form to make him more youthful, younger, energetic, and seeing in that some way, shape, or form. With the Lovers reversed here, the Eight of Cups reversed, and then the Six of Pentacles. This I don't know what procedures he underwent, but if you're thinking, oh, just a BBL and maybe some plastic surgery and stuff like that, I do believe, and the Ozempics, like, yes, there's a high potential for that type of cosmetic surgery. But I feel like there's a little bit more to that too. Like, I don't know, collagen I've heard is like really, really good for like making you look more youthful, right? So I don't know if there's been like collagen treatments or like newfangled things that we as a general public don't kind of know about when it comes to being like, you need to look more youthful. And it feels like there's some procedures that have been undergone that might just not be accessible to the general populace because we're all plebs and don't have money for these types of things. And it's like, it's like, because he's like, I don't want to walk away from my old commitments or contracts or things that I know I need to get out there and this, that, and the other thing. Yeah. Okay. But I'm just gonna look at one more card here. Six of Swords. Yeah, we're just gonna put that right back now. I don't know if there's been like an exchanging of youth for youth, or yeah, we're just gonna leave that right where it is. Just let me know. Has Drake looked like he's gotten younger as the years have passed? Question mark? I don't keep track of him like that. So, okay. Yeah. We're just gonna not touch that one with the 10-foot pole no more. Alright. The next one. Okay. There is now some other allegations of Drake. Drake likes young peoples. Young peoples. That's the words we're going to go with. Young peoples, because he likes to sing in the key of A minors. Okay. So, we're going to look into Drake and his preferences of people. Because there's apparently a preference for individuals who are ages that might be minors. Alleged entertainment purposes only. We're just looking into these allegations that have been brought up against him through song lyrics and diss tracks. No facts here. Alleged. Just my opinions. I'm just reading cards. You know what? If you want, we can all put tinfoil hats on together. So, okay. Let's just take a look here really, really quick. Does Drake, what's Drake and his preferences for individuals that he is involved with? Well, he's showing up as the Queen of Swords. Okay. Eight of Cups. Eight of Wands. Okay. So is Drake into people that aren't of that might be really really close to legal or not legal age? Uh with the 8 of Wands here, uh it does make me feel that 8 of Wands is, oh gosh, my brain is just 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, guys. Rapid movement, rapid change. Rapid movement, rapid change. What? Ten of Swords reversed as the direct influences. Page of Wands for the hopes. Fears is the King of Wands. Unseen obstacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords is the challenge. 8 of Cups is... Yeah. Do I... No. No. Is he into people? No. Has he been... Is this something that's... Okay, so I know things have been going on with Diddy, right? We have Diddy and everything that's kind of coming out with him. I don't know if Drake has been connected with Diddy, but if what it feels like here is that there has been so many... it's not that he has been... When we take a look at when influences and when people are trying to get into the industry and like the stories that have started coming out where the industry is not where the industry is like, okay, you got to do something for us to get into our ranks, and essentially we need to have something over you so that you won't go spilling our secrets as we bring you into stardom, our ranks, our parties, our things. Because it feels like with Drake here, it's... Is that what he likes? No. Is that's what he's been coerced to be a part of through other people? Even though he's walked away from this, like this isn't his cup of tea. This isn't what he wants to do. In the past, he's had someone who coerced him into doing things that I don't think he wanted to do. I want to run away from this as quickly as possible. The Wheel of Fortune here is the unseen obstacle, and that's what, like, so when you look at it, we have the wolf on top, in this card, and what that makes me feel like is that you have someone who took advantage and was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They were the predator coming in to either get a piece of the pie, or they didn't have good intentions when it came to bringing Drake into their ranks, is what this feels like. All legend, my opinions here. With the hopes here, it's like the Page of Wands. It's like, okay, this is going to be... It's like we did this recklessly. It was like a reckless decision. The fears here is like, but there's this King of Wands type of energy that came in and kind of coerced me into doing something, because that's what the Magician here is in the past. It's like we have a smooth operator with nefarious intentions to bring me in. This Queen of Swords is the challenge. It's like, I was duped. I was told one thing, and this person was really good at convincing me to bring me all in, but I want to walk away from this, or I have walked away from this. And then with the Three of Wands, this, like, we have like the Three of Wands, so like we have this woman in the front of us, but look at the person in the back. The person in the back was incensed. They're incensed. They don't have complete control. They're manipulated. They're kind of being influenced to do things in a certain way, shape, or form. So that's if you kind of pick up what I'm putting down here a little bit, do I think Drake involved with people who are of questionable age? Not by his choice. If he was, all alleged entertainment purposes only. It wasn't his. You can't always say no. Remember, you always have a choice. But he was coerced into it. This is not his bread and butter. No. Okay, we're going to get out of that. Okay, and then I have one last thing that I want to look at here. This is an allegation here of... notes. Okay, this last thing is Drake's... This is from the newest song that just got dropped. Probably a half hour as of recording this. And that is... Will Drake... Essentially, there's been a lot of references to, like, Drake should be behind bars from Kendrick. And I'm like, well, will we see that? Like, will Drake have to stop touring? Because I believe he's doing a few shows right now. The allegation, I think, was, and this is like, Oakland will be your last show. And I'm like, oh, let's take a look into, will Oakland end up being Drake's last show? Is all these allegations that are coming up on him... It's like, oh, he should be in, like, there was a few lines of, like, you should be in a cell, and I'm like, oh. So I want to just take a look into, let's just see, will Oakland be Drake's last show like Lamar says it should be? And if not, or if so, let's just take a look at the energy around it. Ace of Swords reversed. Let's take the other look at the cards. Temperance. Where things are out of balance. Things are out of whack for this show in Oakland. Oh, the Tower. That's the hope. The fears. Unseen obstacles. The challenge. Going for him in the past. Gosh darn it all, in the future. Will Oakland be Drake's last show? No, I don't think it will be. However, his touring career, or like his place within the music industry, is drastically changing. With the Ace of Swords, I do believe that there might be another diss track coming from Drake here soon. Especially after the one that just got released by Lamar. It seems like that's going to be coming out. However, that is going to do horribly. All alleged entertainment purposes only. It's going to do horribly. People are going to, I think, start making Drake to be a laughingstock of the industry, or just a laughingstock, especially here with the Temperance. Is like, because it's not going to be a good album. He's out of balance, he's out of whack. The people, or him as he's doing his freestyle, it's just not going to be taken well. It feels like he's getting crucified at the stake here, especially with the Tower card here, with the hope in this situation. Hopes and or fears, but it's like the Tower's coming crumbling down. There's people out for blood right now. There's a lot of people who want answers. I think there's going to be a lot more scrutiny on him as well. Because here with the few, because I think his relationship to certain individuals is going to start being dug into or questioned. This could be Diddy, question mark, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. But like, I'm definitely seeing that there's relationships around him that are being questioned, scrutinized, and are being dug more into. That it's like, oh, this isn't good. Because with the unseen obstacles here is the Queen of Pentacles, is like the life that you've lived up till now, like this one of luxury, of stability, like that's kind of going out the window, especially with the challenges here with the Sun. Is like things are getting exposed and pushed into the light, not of your own accord. and it's going to be pretty detrimental because it's like these are things that you've wanted to keep hidden, because things are getting pushed out that you didn't want to get pushed out. The advice here, and things that could work for him is that, like, just keep doing what you're doing, keep touring, ignore it, and I think he would be pretty, excuse me, pretty successful in still maintaining his tour, maintaining people coming in, because he can fight this to a certain extent. Yeah, he can fight this to a certain extent with people kind of coming forward, as he can just be like, I'm just gonna keep doing me, bro, and if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. People I think are gonna try and cancel him, but if he just keeps doing what he is doing, the cancellation effect that people I think are gonna try to impart on him won't be successful. Okay. In the past here with this, now looking at it, the magician is definitely feeling like Lamar. So Lamar in the past has spoken his truth, has put all this out there, and people are going to be looking very, very much at Drake and what he's doing, who he's with, all the little itty bitty details, because I think Drake got kind of, some would say, crucified, or kind of like, okay, we're just gonna let's put another dagger in, and see how far we can get this one down when the person's already kind of just sitting on the ground and like trying to beg for mercy. That's what it kind of feels like here. And then also with the Five of Swords here in the future, it's like he can get out of this, but not unscathed. It's like, it's like, either I ignore it and I become the monster that I am, or I acknowledge it and be the monster and be the monster of the story. So it's not like, so it's either I move forward and I'm painted as the monster, or I acknowledge it and be painted as the monster. There's no way around it. It feels like for him, I do think his career is coming to a pretty tumultuous, not end, but definitely a point where he's not as trusted as a figure. His career is taking a pretty big fall. All alleged, entertainment purposes, only my opinion. Okay, so one last thing that I want to look at. So I want to see, because like when we were looking at everything, so like Kendrick Lamar seemed to point some pretty poignant things out about Drake. Drake, on the other hand, seems to have missed the ball, or missed the mark here a little bit. So I want to just take a really quick look at, so I want to take a look at their information channels, and be like, okay, so where were they getting their information from? And be like, because it feels like in this case, it's like Drake kind of got the smoke, like the wool pulled over his eyes. Like, Drake, buddy, what happened here? It seems like he didn't hit things as much as Lamar did. So let's just take a look here. So let's take a look at Lamar. Five of Cups. Let's take a look at Drake. Then I want to take a look at the information channels between going from here to there, and then we'll do one top. Okay, so, and then we'll do one right in the center. Okay, so when it looks at information, so like looking at Kendrick Lamar, he has healed, I think, from some like when he's looking at getting information on Drake. Okay, this is really, interesting because I remember Lamar was showing up as the Five of Cups upright when it was between him and his fiance. So how he's projecting himself here is the complete opposite of the energy that he's in with his fiance. Really interesting. And you guys have seen how much I've shuffled. This is wild to me because it's like he's like showing up in this situation with Drake as a completely different person. Like what you see on the outside versus isn't what you're seeing on the inside. And then with Drake, it's like he's cooking up something at all points of time. It's like I'm cooking up drama. I'm trying to get stories. I'm trying to. It feels like Drake in this situation is like a serial gossiper. He's always trying to get the tea. He's always trying to get the information on people. However, like when we look at this cycle here, there are people I think against Drake in the industry, especially with this Ten of Pentacles reverse, because I'm wondering if like there's been money put behind Drake that has kind of fallen flat or fallen short when it comes to like industry or producers or the such, because it's like you've lost us money, so we're gonna spill some of your secrets, because like someone around him is not very loyal, it feels like. There's a sellout, all alleged entertainment purposes only, because like I'll make a quick buck, this person's kind of screwed me over, I'll tell you what's going on. And then down here we also have the Ace of Swords, which is like I'm telling my truth, or it's like it's like that's what it is. So Lamar projects a very different image of who he is amongst people that he knows are going to be able to get back to, say, his enemies, aka Drake in this situation. So what's portrayed or what's been told, oh my goodness gracious, my left ear is just ringing out of nowhere. Messages from spirit, ? Allegedly. But what this really feels like is, yes, there are people who would tell on Lamar. 100%. People do. However, how he portrays himself when it comes to people that he knows that can get back to Drake, he portrays himself very, very differently because he knows these people are going to get back to him. Because, like, I know I have ops. However, I'm not letting those ops in on my inner life. Where with Drake, it's like, okay, maybe there's some ops are around me, whatever. I don't think he feels like he needs to worry about them as much as he does, though, until all this shit came out. Because like he's got someone in his midst that he is pissed off, I think, at the higher echelons, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna spill your secrets because you either lost me money, or I just don't trust you, or like it's a rival sort of producer or something along those lines. Because with the Queen of Cups between the two of them, or this whole situation, it's like there's no love lost here. No love lost. This is cutthroat. Emotions? What emotions? Like, this is like, we're going balls to the walls, pedal to the metal. Emotions aren't, this isn't an emotional game. This is now a game in how much can I get from you because you pissed someone off. Because it's like, all of this is kind of built off of mistrust, toxicity, and feels like quite a bit of paranoia as well. Because like the industry is like a dog-eat-dog world. It's like you screw this person over, and like they'll screw you over there and everywhere else. So that's what it feels like here when it comes to just this general energy between where is this information coming from? Like, how has Drake kind of gotten so this information, it feels like quite off kilter? It's because Kendrick doesn't, who he presents himself to everyone is completely different than how he is in real life. That's what it feels like. And Drake pissed someone off at the top, so now that person spills his secrets to his enemies. So that's what I'm getting in the gist of everything. if I missed anything, or if you want me to look more specifically at anything between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if I hit on anything specifically, or if there's things that you still had questions on. I would love to see you guys down there, and just know a little bit more about this rap beef going on between the two of them. So yeah, with that, I really just want to thank you so very much for watching here. Uh, and I want to say thank you to everyone who's either liked or commented this video. And if you subscribed, I really want to thank you and welcome you to the channel. I have new content coming out all the time, but I am, at the time of filming this, trying to take a little bit of a break as I've kind of burnt myself out. But this reading just jumped out at me. It's like, oh my goodness, watch it, do it, because it's like there's just so many coincidences that kind of just happened in rapid sequence. So I'm like, I gotta do it. I'm super intrigued, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, and I was curious. So again, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.